Alright, what's going on with you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. We're back, day 2. Let's go. We're not stopping this grind. We're back. Had our moments, but we're back. Once again, I really want to drill that into your guys' head that we're back. So, today's video, we're going to be talking about motivation versus discipline. I'm going to be kind of giving my thoughts on it. What's better? I think we all kind of know the answer, but I'm going to be getting into why it's better and giving you guys a different perspective, and hopefully giving you guys a different perspective, on the difference and how that can continue to improve your life. So, I'm currently in my bedroom, another location change. I'm just in the corner of my bedroom. And I have some rain going on in the back on my on YouTube there. I just looked up like a live stream of it, like 24/7 rain, to drown out the basement noise, because there's music playing in the basement right now, and I don't want to like have that in the back. So hopefully, I don't know how the audio is going to be. There's going to be background noise. It depends. We'll get into that later. But point is, motivation versus discipline. I wanted to make this video a long time ago, and we're finally able to. We're finally going to. So I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, let's get right into it. You guys are probably still going to hear the music, but point is, I tried. I made an attempt, okay? So, motivation. I'll give you guys a brief description on both, just so you guys get caught up, just so you guys can kind of understand. Motivation in my eyes looks like you feeling like you can hold yourself accountable to do something. You feel good. You feel good about something, so you do it. You feel as if you're in the right mood, you're in the right mindset, you're in the right position to act on something that will benefit your life. That could consist of working out, that can consist of meditating, that can consist of journaling, that can consist of starting up your business and working on it, doing schoolwork, studying, going out and making friends, anything. Being a good person in general, you feel motivated, like you feel like there's a good energy force behind you, and as a result, you push yourself and you do it, right? Now, with discipline is you do that without the extra precautions. You don't sit there and consider anything that goes on. And so ultimately, when you think of those two, you think of, well, discipline's better because you don't have to worry about the energy force being put onto you. You do it regardless of what's behind you. Do you know what I mean? You'll probably hear the dogs as well down there. My bad. I'm trying to make this work. But you have that idea in mind, right? And ultimately, I'm just going to tell you right now, we all know the answer. Discipline is the better way to go about things. If you want to be anything in life, you need to have discipline. All right, and we'll talk about that briefly in just a moment here. But the idea is you got to understand that with discipline, it takes a minute to get to that position, right? But it's also important to realize that motivation is not guaranteed. You need to understand that not every single day you're going to wake up and that energy force is going to be behind you. I can honestly vouch and say most days are not going to be that way. Maybe when you're starting something else out for the first time, and the first couple weeks or days can be exciting for you because you can understand where this could take you. You feel that motivation, right? But then when things start getting tough and other things start hitting you in your life, that motivation slowly but surely fades away. And as a result, you have to either, one or two things are going to happen. I think I've said this before, but one or two things are going to happen. You are either going to, get yourself on the path of discipline and push yourself, or you're going to flake out and not do it. There's only two options that comes to that. One or two. Most people take the second route, where you just flake out. You don't actually do it. So it's important to understand that discipline is a necessity to becoming successful. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you want results in something, you have to sit there and have discipline. Motivation is going to hit you some days. Motivation most of the time probably won't. When motivation hits you, it just makes the day easier. The things that you need to accomplish within that day, it becomes just a little bit easier. Discipline will always be there because it seems really good. We're talking a lot like, oh, it's really, really good, right? The thing about discipline that you need to understand is, I think I've said this on my first upload back. It's like a meter, right? It's like a meter. If you haven't seen that video, I'll explain it again because it's important. It's the entire topic of this video today. Is we get into this idea that in order to acquire discipline, you need to build it up by doing things that takes it in as discipline, by doing things non-motivated, by doing things that make you uncomfortable. When you don't want to do something, when that motivation is not there behind you, letting itself run its course, when that's not there and you still do it, that's leveling up your discipline meter. Once it gets to that peak, the top of the top, discipline is the best it's ever been, which makes sense, right? Discipline is literally perfect for you. With discipline, you'll do things without even having to consider whether or not it's an option. You'll get to such levels of discipline that you won't even have to worry about, do I want to do this or not? Regardless if you want to or not, you do it because you know you have to, right? But reaching that level of discipline is not easy, and it takes time. And the way to build it up is to do things when you don't want to do it. It's easy to do things when we're motivated. It's not easy to do things when we're not, but you know you have to do it. It's also important to realize that you can lose the discipline meter as well. When you cater to your comfortability, when you want to do something because you know you have to, but you decide not to because you want to be lazy that day, or there's other things that hit you in your life, that discipline meter goes slowly but surely, depending on the act. It goes, you know, it wavers. As a result, you can hit rock bottom again, to the point where you have to start up and refill that bar again. That's the cool thing with discipline. But it gets to a point, it becomes very easy once you reach that max level. The max filled up bar with discipline, once you reach that, it becomes easy. It really, really does. And it's tough for that bar to go back down. It's possible. I've done it. Lots of people have done it. But once you get there, it's easy. And then motivation, regardless if it hits you, if you wake up one morning, you're feeling motivated, like great. But you don't rely on it. The moment you rely on motivation is the moment you'll flake out sooner than you can ever believe. Do not rely on motivation. If it's there, be grateful for it, but always turn to discipline. So ultimately, we all know discipline's the better thing. It's the better way to go about things. If you want to be anything, discipline is the way you gotta go. But it's just getting to that point. Discipline is a very tough thing to acquire. That's the only thing about discipline that kind of sucks. It's a high level of boosted success and enhancement when it comes to that type of stuff. But the unfortunate part about it for some people is that they realize that they got to do some things uncomfortable for a little while to build that bar up. Sometimes for some people, everyone's different. So it might take weeks before that happens, before you reach your max bar. It could take months. It could take a whole year before you reach that level. Everyone's different. Bro, it could take days. Well, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? The point is that bar is obtainable. To reach that max level is reachable for everybody. It's just how long you're willing to sit there and do things uncomfortable to get you there. But ultimately, discipline is the way to go, and that's going to grant you success before motivation ever will. Motivation's good, discipline is great. That's where I'm going to sit it at that. Like, that's it. That's all I got to say. Discipline's the way to go. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm signing off for now. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. I got to get this video uploaded and up because I'm busy soon. But, yeah, for real, I love all you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace out.